Don't be in that final already, will you, New York? One step at a time. 447 days till the start of the World Cup. So let's say good evening to our commentary team of Lee Dixon and Sam Atterface.
Thank you, Mark. Very good evening, everyone.
Love how we could see the whole thing.
Until the World Cup final in New Jersey, England's new era begins with one goal in mind, winning the biggest prize of all. There is no ambiguity, or we will try. There is only one clearly stated ambition: win the World Cup. It is easier said than done.
Oh!
Meticulous Thomas Tuchel has worked out he had just 60 days and 24 training sessions together before their departure
There we go.
for the World Cup. But as Roy says, the
That and that.
task is to qualify, and that journey begins against an Albania side that are led by a familiar face. Qualify, and that journey begins against an Albania side that are led by a familiar face. 480. Era begins with one goal in mind, winning the biggest prize of all.
I guess, get rid of word, get the clock up, and we'll be watching it on my phone, I guess. What about SK68 LVL? So I'm going to have to chat on my computer, I guess. I trust this computer, yes, I do. Okay. So today we're watching England v Albania on the CharlesBuses channel. I know it's a bit strange watching football on a bus channel, but we've done it before this was ever a bus channel. Oh yeah, but maybe SN16ONH has been our VAR as well, according to Setter. I want to know why my keyboard's not working. Take my mouse out and plug the keyboard in the next socket. There we go, that works. Come on, England! Surely we can beat Albania, surely. Rashford's back in the squad. Walker, haven't seen him since he left Man City, really. There's Tuchel. There's Pickford. And Kane. Welcome to the home of football, Tuchel. Tuchel's not singing, obviously, because he's not English, he's German, but...
Last 10 permanent England managers got off to a winning start. Find out if Thomas Tuchel can too. England-Albania is next.
England-Albania is next. We've got 1 minute till kick-off. England's first match under Thomas Tuchel. What's 15938? I forgot.
Sponsors ITV coverage of England men's.
What's 15938? Sorry if that freezes the screen. Yeah, I knew it would. Basic England. What's 15938? YM63BYD. Yeah, I know about that one. That one's been gone for a while. We're going to keep the clock up, ready. Basically, go to... I did. YM63BYH. Or whatever I just read, I can't even remember.
Tennis, cycling, snooker, motorsport and more. New obsessions await.
Mark Goldridge is live. England v Albania. This is Tuchel's first England game. And we're here live. England men's football.
Tuchel and Albania go through pre-match formalities. Tuchel's first taste of international football, his first return to the dugout since leaving Bayern Munich. There's a healthy contingent of Albanian supporters that have arrived here, and a big greeting for Thomas Tuchel as well. Miles Lewis Skelly making his debut tonight, said he was screaming the house down when he was given the call, and it is Arsenal debut just this season by
Miles Lewis Skelly. Do I go to school? I know, college, but alright, mate.
Of England players.
I'm just never in on Fridays and...
receive their legacy number. And before we start, there will be a minute's applause for former England international George Eastham, the former Arsenal, Stoke and Newcastle attacker who was part of the 1966 squad who passed away in December, aged 19, aged 88.
Foden's in the squad, boy. Right. Don't know why we're all clapping, but for George Eastham. Represented England in 1966, the year they won the World Cup. Well, cat. Oh, he's gone. Come on, England!
Well, Georgie's son has received his father's and grandfather's legacy cap tonight. So does Sir Geoff Hurst, who was pictured there, hat-trick hero in the final of '66. He picked up his legacy cap earlier on tonight. Wembley is sold out for the first match. In charge of the new manager and the vintage remix of old and new faces. Tuchel's diagnosis was that England were too frightened and too timid in the summer. The German coach has prescribed excitement, intensity and entertainment if they're to win the World Cup and make the fans believe his England are the team to beat. Full stop, and after that, it all starts here.
Here we are.
Lee Dixon is here as well. Plenty of talk about the World Cup.
Maybe. A new era begins has just popped up. Let's go England.
Yeah, absolutely the first task.
Absolutely. I think if Thomas Tuchel was to pick two games for his first two, he'd probably pick Albania and Latvia, especially at home. It's a good start for him, and I'm certainly one that's excited about the prospect of this type of football that he wants to play. Front foot, intensity, like you've said. We've seen all the names before, apart from Dan Burn and Lewis Skelly, but we haven't seen maybe this style of football for a while, so fingers crossed.
Long kick forward by Jordan Pickford after Albania had started with the intent of getting the ball in the England half. It's something they do quite often. England trying to get it up into the final third nice and quickly.
I haven't actually seen England play since the Euros. Score predictions 3-1 England. I don't know.
Don't have a 100% record against Albania.
I'd like to think that we know how Albania are going to play them. Fill the spaces with that low block.
Oh yeah, here we go. Pickford, Walker, Konza, Burn, Lewis Skelly, Jones, Rice, Bellingham, Foden, Kane, Rashford.
Create something in between the lines. You've seen the team scrolling across the bottom of your screen, and 6 changes from the final lineup of the Carsley caretakership.
Thomas Tuchel saying that he will put players in positions they're comfortable in and feel free to express themselves. There's Dan Burn. Curtis Jones of Liverpool. Touches for the debutants. Dan Burn, who was playing 14 years ago, tomorrow against Kettering in the conference for Darlington.
Kettering!
Starting for England at Wembley just days after scoring in a Carabao Cup final. It's boys' own stuff. What a story, isn't it?
Did he score in the Carabao? Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? For Newcastle.
Rice. Into Foden.
Foden. Please this time, because last time it was born in England, died in wherever the Euros were. Because after the Euros, Foden was just not good enough. I will come back to this. Okay.
Bellingham just to slot into that inside left position, and likewise they need to make forward runs.
Oh, hold on, we're way too ahead of the game.
As Bellingham just did, as Kane dropped to link the play. It was a discussion point earlier in the week about what to do with Harry Kane. Would he drop deep? Thomas Tuchel suggesting that if he did do that, they needed speed to run beyond him. Primarily putting him in the box to score goals and add to the excitement and entertainment that he wants to bring to the team.
This squad was questioned, the list that Tuchel provided on last Friday, was it? Yeah, it was last Friday. Everyone was questioning it. And now we're here and we're playing. Finally we're questioning Walker.
Skelly again, who has been
And
wandering
Foden.
into a midfield position when playing at left full-back for Arsenal.
He loves to wander in there, really competent on the ball. Using him as that extra midfield player.
So very much a midfield player when he was coming through the Arsenal ranks. More in possession, really taken to life in the Premier League this season. Miles Lewis-Skelly.
Miles Lewis-Skelly.
Good run by Bellingham down the inside left channel. They're looking to find him, almost did, and yet he gets enough on it to take it away from the Real Madrid man. But that's the kind of running that Thomas Tuchel is hoping from the Real Madrid midfielder.
Just looking at value, the right back, just getting Asani to drop in, almost making a 5 at the back, because he is getting stretched right out of Rashford, and that's the space.
What number is Rashford? 11. Shall we edit some of this? Because some of these colours are hard to see. We'll go pink.
Drives forward, Bellingham once again.
I can make that a little bit better now.
Walker making a run from deep. Foden who he chooses instead.
5 minutes under Thomas Tuchel already played. And it's currently England 0, Albania 0. You never know. Tuchel could have had plans to get it straight back to the goalie as soon as they win it back and boot it up the pitch and score.
And forwards Milan Daku. Nis Mehmeti has been playing for Bristol City in the Championship.
Here's Rashford. Bellingham.
Spent the defensive
Rice. Bellingham.
shaking for
Rashford.
Slovenia.
No, that was Lewis-Skelly actually. Bellingham. Foden.
All by Bellingham. Jones. Very close attendance as well. Very surrounding Carl Walker. That's what you're going to expect from Albania. And, very good at singing that mid to low block under Silvinho. Concentrating on being compact.
Yeah, and being patient from England's point of view.
If we top the group, we qualify.
The crowd sort of getting a little bit frustrated.
Well, I think it's more There are more than first place in the groups do qualify. So England probably won't qualify because I've seen our group. It's Albania, Latvia, someone else. But this is March international break. Well, they've got to go back to club football in a week on Sunday where we've got the FA Cup quarter-finals. Bournemouth v City.
Here's Rice. Now Bellingham. Rashford. Jones looking again to try and feed Kyle Walker, just come in.
Yeah, so this is only temporary for Latvia on Tuesday. Oh god, I may not be able to do Tuesday because I've got youth club. But if it was Monday, I'll be fine. But whatever it is, if I can do a watch-along, it'll be on the football room or whatever, which is linked in the description, I believe. If not, just search up the football room on YouTube and it should come up.
Texas in the MLS, playing in Spain's second tier before his move in January 2025. Rice trying to pick out Foden, away by Ali.
And doing what Man City do, mate. Just pass the ball around and hope for the best. I thought Tuchel.
Applying the pressure.
He's actually brilliant at that, Lewis Kelly. He really is. Just when you think he's in a bit of trouble, he just has that little extra touch to get him out of the situation. He likes to draw players towards him. He's got a great turn, and that comes from, as you said before, Sam, about his midfield pass, the ability to take the ball when he's being marked.
Rice.
Palmer. Saka, Tony, Trent, Palmer, Saka, Palmer, Bellingham, Saka, Tony, Trent, Saka, what pressure, bang,
That's left room for Bellingham.
I know that's Bellingham, not Rashford.
Past Lachy, set up Rashford, tries to aim it back towards Bellingham, but it was just a little bit loose.
It's good to begin with. Bellingham just switching positions with Rashford.
Rashford back in the team for the first time in a year. Still reinvigorated by his loan spell at Aston Villa. Hasn't started too many times in the Premier League, but he's formed a decent partnership with former Real Madrid man in Marco Asensio.
Yeah, the two loans
Flashes
for Aston Villa.
that Rashford can produce. And
I promise you guys, if you're watching this and you're CharlesBuses fan, CharlesBuses content will resume on Tuesday. It's just...
here is Rashford.
Well, no, we get our normal uploads. It's just because...
Again, now Rice. England moving the ball quickly here.
Oh God! Oh no! We're just doing this on this channel because my football channel isn't ready to go live yet. I've got to wait 24 hours.
England would have liked, but I think everybody thought it might do, based on the fact everyone behind the ball. Very difficult.
It's going to be the issue that Thomas Tuchel will encounter. Everybody
that England play, apart from the very, very top nations in tournaments set up in the mid to low block and say, come on then, break us down.
Yeah, and some of them don't get it right. Their line will be too deep or too high. The Albanians have got it just about spot on. There's enough space behind them for him to just squeeze the play a little bit, but not enough for any runners to get in behind before it goes to the keeper. So it's a good line, and his pressure in front like that.
Good work from Azuni. This is Lachi helping out his defence and getting the ball back to Thomas Svakosha, former Lazio and briefly Brentford goalkeeper.
Oh, God, I'm so tired.
That's Kane. Bellingham back onside. Rashford making the run. Might get there as well, Marcus Rashford. Bellingham backing him up. Support arriving on the edge of the penalty area. This is Rice. The promise of that attack didn't quite fulfil its potential.
Oh, it was a good run again. And that was Kane at his best, just dropping in a little bit deeper and breaking the line.
Kind of recipe for goals that England want to try and cook up. This is Foden into Jones. A good season with Liverpool, Curtis Jones, and actually he's played really well when he's played for England.
He's a good player, I like him a lot. Real intensity to his play.
His third cap tonight, he's involved again here. Curtis Jones, he does well, then tries to tee it up for Kane, it's away by Jim Sheeting. And that's also what Thomas Tuchel wants, Lees, that high pressure, lots of counter-pressing, recoveries in the opponent's half and more chances created.
Yeah, we know he's got a trick in his book, this lad. I've seen him do it time and time again. But yeah, you're right. I mean, most teams would chase the ball in that area, losing it near the corner flag, but and they've had the ball most of the game so far, so we haven't seen the intensity on the press yet because the Albanians haven't had any decent possession in their own third. Certainly a chance they cleared the ball.
Back! Oh, Jesus Christ. They still got the M&S food signs near the goals.
Now Rice.
Should have gone then. It's a good run from Bellingham. Drops deep and then runs into the space that Rashford's just drawn the full-back out to the wide area and runs on. He's just telling Skelly just knock it in there.
That's a dive behind the defence.
Get hot.
It's away by Jim Sheety. Clear by Lachi. And keeping Albania very much penned inside their own half in the opening 15 minutes.
Hopefully the fan will wake me up a bit.
Beautifully second by Foden. He's got support as well. Kane is lurking in the middle. Ayeti with the header away. Immediately England back on the front foot. Rice is just momentary giving the ball away.
15 minutes on the Thomas Tuchel.
Pinging it.
Can we at least get a goal, Thomas?
They have to shift across, get the ball back in the box quickly enough. Half decent cross. Harry Kane just pull into that far post. A little round of applause to Foden.
Welcome. Oh. Football.
Rashford.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, back. This is what Southgate was making us do.
Cesare Conter of Aston Villa. Champions League quarter-final coming up for Aston Villa in the very near future. Bellingham has got one against Arsenal too. Here's Rashford. Trying to force his way through. Fred Bellingham, but he had it nabbed and Rashford's got it back again and Kane's going through. On the pocket pass, Kusha just couldn't quite get hold of it, but assistance there was the key for England.
Yeah. Great feed from Harry Kane. Rode his luck a little bit. The challenges were coming in. Value and Azuni just did enough to put him off balance. That is another way.
What happens if it goes ball power?
Especially the right players. If they can get the ball and take their man on,
That's second.
then all of a sudden
That'd be
break
drive
the line.
neutral
No
reverse.
one's really done
Park.
that yet. They've all been passing the ball. Nice little neat passes. 1-2s.
So out of this line up here, lads, what's gonna still be here at half time?
Type of winger, but certainly Rashford is. Gets the ball out of his feet. Lewis Skelly just sit back, let him do 1v1v the full-back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. 11, 11s.
Again, just looking to make that run every time the ball goes back. He just
I keep thinking, why can't we have McGinn from there to the bloody Scottish?
It's a dream role for Bellingham. He's basically know where he wants.
I'd be bored as hell as a
He
referee
feels it's
right
right.
now. I'd be like,
interesting the comments from Harry Kane yesterday, suggesting that he feels a little bit as if he's been taken for granted with England. Says that people just expect him to score goals in games like this. Has worked well with Thomas Tuchel and Anthony Barry, who he's very fond of when they were at Bayern Munich together. Says he feels as if his aura around him has improved since he's moved to Munich. He's going to become the fastest player to 99 goal involvements in Bundesliga history, and by quite some margin as well. He's been lauded in Germany as a result of that. Says maybe people get a little bit sort
this
of
guy was pretty well
bored with the fact that he
England.
scores loads of goals
This is going to be
together.
nothing
Maybe it's for him.
England.
He wants to score goals and continue to do so. He's looking forward to trying to add to his tally over these two matches.
Take a couple tonight. Don't worry about that.
Get a hat-trick the last time they met here. Here is Lewis Skelly trying to get in behind. He's done just that. Tapped it in, and it's the perfect debut.
Oh, 10-0, yeah. Lewis Skelly.
Got his cap. He said he was screaming the house down when the phone had rung and asked him to be part of the squad. Imagine how he's feeling inside now. 20 minutes into his England debut.
20 minutes of an England debut and he's got his goal.
On Thomas Tuchel's reign.
Well, that's how you beat a low block as well. You play a brilliant ball like this. You've got to make the run. Just look at him. He's ready to go. But Bellingham, when he gets the ball to feet,
That's
it's just brilliant. It's inside 3 players. And he
no
gets
question of offside there. That's completely onside. Skelly waited.
Just to put it under the goalkeeper's legs. Fantastic run. Brilliant ball. 1-0 England.
Can we get the other two so we can make the setters prediction?
Great moment for him. Cracking moment for Miles Lewis Skelly. What a story and what a season he is having.
Arsenal goals. I mean, yeah, Arsenal goals. He's been sent off a couple of times, but yeah, Arsenal goals. And now an England goal. I mean,
Superb. Apart from a couple of tackles here and there that he perhaps would change.
get in England. What's this? Game over. I wouldn't call it game over, mate. We've only played 21 minutes. Albania look like they want to attack a little bit. So it's not going over yet by any means.
It's played a lot of international football at age group level, a lot. So he's very comfortable wearing it. And tonight at Wembley, the men's senior team for the first time, he has scored a debut goal. Foden. Now Jones just trying a little flick into the path of Walker. It took a cannon off Azuni.
Thomas Tuchel then.
I scored in the 20th.
To the interview. He's ready. That was it. That's all say, he was ball ready at this point. Rashford continues. They wanted a free kick on the edge of the area and they didn't get one. I think Rashford's been penalised. So he's gone down that left side by the Spanish referee Alejandro Hernandez. I don't think it's any coincidence that the ball was played by Bellingham. I think. Just have a look at this. He just catches him on there.
Oh crap!
But the Bellingham playing the ball through, he's dropped into some nice positions coming short. But he's used
the first goal under Thomas Tuchel, and it's Miles Lewis Skelly on his debut.
There's been 2 or 3 times he's got in, but on that occasion, just dropped short, and then he sees a pass that very few would. Inside 3 defenders.
There you go, it says goal next to his name now. On his debut. Why? Maybe. I should be sponsored by Mini. Oh, there's a Mini egg in here. I didn't know that. I had these ages ago. There's a Mini egg still in my... Oh. There you go, there's a Mini egg in my pack. I want some Mini eggs, so.
15% of the ball so far. It's been pretty much one-way traffic.
Nothing going on. What a man!
One of the things they have been really good at is damage limitation, actually. Even if they are getting outplayed, they limit chances. They really get beaten heavily, but
just making sure that none of fell out, because there's a hole somewhere down in this cupboard. They always fall out down into the bottom shelf. Yep, it was 1-1. That minute where we all believed. Using this as on my new 14 plus. Okay. I need to either a new phone or a new battery anyway, because my battery's crap. Oh God, Albania.
Kane fighting back to win the ball and dragging England up the field. Needs an option. Swivels away from Aslani. Still got it, Harry Kane.
Wow.
There's that intensity in the press and a little bit of a break on for the Albanians. Then it didn't last long.
Here's Rashford trying to bring it down as he gets beyond Ayeti. Strakosha was the beneficiary of just a little bit of a heavy touch from Rashford, just couldn't quite get under control.
It's a tough ball, but he'd be disappointed with that. Just got away from him.
Frankly, what are you talking about 25% for?
The Albanians have been able to disrupt that is to make the number 9, the right winger, Asani, play right back. That's exactly what happened during the goal. The run from Lewis Skelly just dragged.
So we've got J Pickford, J Jordan. Okay, Carl Walker, E Esri, D Dan, M Miles, D Ryan, Declan, C Jones, no Curtis.
Azuni trying to catch England out with a fast break. Value.
Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham, Marcus Rashford, and Harry Kane.
Side here, but Damper seen, and that's gone out. Looks like for the first corner of the game, there was a little bit of confusion between Pickford and Byrne as to whether the ball had actually gone out. Dealt with it in the end. Yeah, that little run on the back of Declan Rice.
It's fine.
Somebody else was going with it. Lachi gets into that right wing position. As you said, a bit of a fumble here and there. His angle's a bit mixed up there, Pickford. Byrne took charge in the end and managed it behind, and eventually the ball does go out for the corner. Sonny's delivery is well headed away.
Look, Albania can attack.
Again, lifting that towards Ayeti. Jim Sheety up with Byrne. Byrne away, but only as far as he gets. Byrne got out very quickly and blocked that. Back in towards Uzuni, and Kane has to come across and head it out, but the offside flag was up against Uzuni anyway.
Yeah, he was offside. Good header from Dan Byrne. Miss many, does he? Size of him.
Yeah, that's offside. Yeah, well, I know you're banned. I saw it. I saw the post. Yeah, I never get banned.
Occasionally cause the shock and surprise that you.
I don't know why. I do loads of bad things and I never get banned, but you know.
I mean, if you have a look at the statistics from their Nations League campaign, 51% of their shots came from outside the box. They do like that inside right or inside left channel, in-swinging cross with the opposite foot.
Too much, you know, and coming out a little bit and trying to play.
Here's number 3 because it could be Shaw if he got called up. I can't remember who got called up or not.
Well, from one goal-scoring left-back, brand new, just on England debut, to a legendary England full-back, and good to see Stuart Pearce, our colleague and friend, back on top form commentating for our radio colleagues tonight.
He can still have his
Legend.
Yes, you can. You can. You can. Yeah, I've still got
ITV over the course of the next couple of weeks, actually, starting with England Latvia Monday night 7 o'clock. That's another World Cup qualifier here at Wembley.
Oh, it's England v Latvia.
The FA Cup quarter-final between Fulham and Crystal Palace, 11:30 next Saturday. That's ITV1 and STV1. And on Sunday,
Bournemouth and Man City!
45 start. Bournemouth going very well under Andoni Iraola against Manchester City. That's next Sunday. The FA Cup.
Come on, City!
10 days' time. Live on ITV and STV.
Yeah, so Monday is the actual next World Cup qualifier, so they've got Saturday, Sunday left. And then probably Sunday will be training or something, and Monday will be a bit more training before the match. And yes, that'll be live on my football channel, alright? So if you haven't seen that channel, I'll make sure there's a link somewhere. I'm gonna go somewhere and get dressed into something special. Alright!
Rashford, I know he was in a great ball, but just pulled out the towel. He didn't fancy the Yeti contact. Could have put him under a bit of pressure there, but he chose not to.
It's a big test for both Rashford and Foden tonight, because those wide areas, there's a lot of competition for places. Saka obviously out injured at the moment, and will come back into the squad as soon as he is able.
Come on, England! Oh, God, this feels weird. Hopefully, but I'm back now. Got my English shirt on, see. Tick, England, UEFA Foundation for Children, Euros badge. Looks like they're still using the kit for the Euros, which this is the away shirt for that kit, so I've still got the right kit. Bro, stop talking to the referee, it's a foul, just get over it. Captain's received a yellow now for arguing with the referee.
Taking that a little bit too literally by having a strong word with our Spanish referee.
He read if it was in, wouldn't it? Not yellow.
He's a big personality at the back. He's an organised. They've missed him actually. It's the first time that we've seen him in an Albania shirt since the European Championships.
England. Don't want to point that way, it's England. Won't point that way, it's Albania.
They expect to be at the World Cup. I don't think that's arrogance, it's based on their record. The last team to beat them in a World Cup qualifier here at Wembley was Germany 25 years ago. The manager resigned straight afterwards.
Yeah, but they all expect us to get to the World Cup anyway.
A habit.
If not to win it. They've had one goal in mind at the start to win the World Cup. This is why we brought Tuchel in. We need to win something.
They definitely should do that.
We haven't won anything.
There's a foul which stops England in their tracks.
Ah.
It's another good run by Bellingham.
Yeah, he's been involved in a lot.
Bellingham's making all the good runs.
Going long and getting into these positions, just try to toe poke it. Keeper's on his way down, maybe a little lift.
Rashford pulled someone down in the penalty area, but it was our penalty area, so it's no pen.
In America, I was playing in the team, so enough said.
There's nothing to do with the right back.
Something to do with it.
Do we have any UEFA Nations League since we topped the group? Do we just not do anything, or do we just promoted to the next group for next season?
I think
Norway away wasn't great.
Yeah, David Platt being brought down by.
So confusing though, isn't it?
Ended up scoring the goal.
If we've done that,
That's something to answer for.
we could be in the next round for the FL Cup. No, we've been in Nations League, so we're back into League A now. And then if we win that league, or we top our group in that league, we play the quarter-finals and stuff that the Greece and Scotland were playing yesterday. How are Greece and Scotland there, not England? It's ridiculous. I mean, it was due to Southgate because he brought us down. Lee Carsley brought us back up though.
He's trying to wander into the central area. Bellingham trying to poke it forward. Curtis Jones trying to keep it alive. Now Albania looking to try and break.
Go on, Albania breaking.
Jasir Asani looking to feed Azuni.
Break catch. Picky Food.
Got a little touch of an England player, but you're right.
Against Ukraine at the end of the Nations League campaign. Defensively, they were a little bit loose in that match. Conceded a couple after 20 minutes and never really sort of found their rhythm going forward. The goals really dried up for them in the autumn. Only once did they score from open play in the Nations League campaign after they'd beaten Ukraine in the opener. The last few minutes, they've just shown a little bit of threat and a little bit of willing.
England fight!
Forward runs then, because you something better.
This is World Cup qualifiers, don't forget. We're qualifying today. This is New York next year, isn't it? Yeah, but Day in the Life coming out on Tuesday. Gives me Monday to film my day. And then Tuesday to edit it. Or Friday night to edit it. Probably Tuesday, because otherwise I'll have to film me editing, won't I? So yeah. 10 minutes to what? We've got 7.5 till half time now. We've got 1-0 lead at half time. Friday the 30th of May, 7:45 PM. What's happening?
Trying to play the ball into Bellingham. It's cut out well. Sani trying to lead the charge for Albania. Sani a little bit unconventional, the Inter Milan midfield player.
I'm so confused what's happening on the 9th of May. Or whenever it was, the 29th at Wembley.
Albania throw.
Albania throw that way.
They had to do it the hard way, slaloming back up the leagues after being released by Newcastle at the age of 11. Went to the supermarket whilst part-time at Blythe. His career really took off once again. He actually played under Anthony Barry, the new England assistant, when he was at Wigan Athletic, Danburn. I don't think there was many people who begrudged him scoring that goal on Sunday. Apart from maybe Liverpool.
Could have said a few Liverpool fans didn't fancy it.
There's an amazing EFL Cup final. Finally, Liverpool getting what they deserve after saying we winning a quadruple this season. Well, we'll see what happened there. Knocked out the FA Cup first off. Knocked out the Champions League second off, so that all took them down to a double, and then lost the EFL Cup final to Newcastle, and now all they got is the Premier League, which is obviously they're going to win it.
What a save, comes back to Kane, and deflection somehow takes it over the top. That was almost a certain second goal for England. Kane thought it was definitely going in. And then Albania just...
Is that a corner?
Getting ahead of his marker. Bellingham thinks he scored. It's a really good foot.
Yeah, that's corner.
Harry Kane thinks tapping.
Yeah.
But Jim Sheety had other thoughts. It's a brilliant stop.
Terrific stop.
Yeah, corner kick.
Bellingham has really been the front and centre of England's attacking play so far.
But that free roll, that position he's got just to go anywhere. He's got everything in his locker.
First corner of the game. Set pieces used to be something from which England were a real threat. That sort of died off in the last year or so, but with Dan Burn in the team, Mesri Konsa, that can be again another weapon up Thomas Tuchel's sleeve. Rice looking for Dan Burn. He makes first contact and it goes off Albania's shirt and away for another corner.
Got one of the world's best.
Another corner.
In Declan Rice, you can put it anywhere you want. I'm sure the message then was Dan Burn's head, far post.
Well, he made contact 3 times out of 5 before he scored the goal at the weekend from corner kicks.
Quite difficult for him not to make contact, the size of it.
6'7".
Shoulders as well.
The oldest England debutant since Kevin Davis in 2010. And he's going for it again! And Dan Burn is denied by Strakosha. And that could have been another magical moment in what has been a magical week for the Newcastle United central defender.
And again, brilliant corner, right on his head. As the keeper gets something on it before the crossbar, it was after the crossbar. Crossbar in hand, he's up ahead of everybody. So unlucky. He just sort of squeezes it against his glove and over the bar. Pretty sure
corner again! Third corner in a minute.
Nice to take it. England with the same routine. Aim towards Byrne again. They just can't stop him from making first contact.
It's almost unfair.
Skelly has just notched that into the wrong path, and a chance for Albania to try and counter, but Mazrami is prevented by Carl Walker and the speed of the AC Milan man.
Yeah, AC Milan, I think they're going to keep him.
You're not winning that race, are you?
And he's going to leave Man City. Which is good and sad. Because I remember when I started supporting them, I knew the whole team, but now he's gone. Alvarez has gone, you know. Sad. If anyone else is watching, please let me know in the chat, because I think it's a satter at this point.
I know your hamstrings will let you use it.
Never had a problem with my hamstrings. The rest of my body.
Less than 2 minutes left.
Now Sane.
Are we going to get added time? Because if so, I'm ready to put it up. I'm ready to control the people at Wembley and be like, yo! What added time are we getting? Roger, 7 minutes. 7 minutes at the end of the first half, why not? Probably will now, I've said that.
Going to use, but without doubt, this free roll that Bellingham has picked up tonight has helped him. That's Sane trying to shoot from range under pressure from Jones. Sane thought that Jones had got a touch there.
He's going to get a booking if he's not careful. Well to see from there. Can't tell from there. I mean, he's pretty adamant, but he's way over the bar, so he's going to shout for something.
Well, he does have a taste for the spectacular. He plays in the K-League. He's got a history of helping underdogs triumph. He scored a stunner, actually, in extra time last week to knock out the Japanese champions of the AFC Champions League. Doesn't mind hitting them from distance.
30 seconds, and I don't think it's going to be 2,222 minutes of added time according to that thing. Or I'd probably just end it after this, to be honest. No added time needed, really. 19 seconds.
2 seconds of the first half. England, who have won 6 of their last 8 games, are going at half time with a lead.
It's been a decent half. We knew it was going to be really tight first 10-15 minutes, but getting that goal has absolutely saved us.
Usually lose on their first day of the job, and unless Albania cause a real stir in the second half, Thomas Tuchel is not going to lose on his opening night at Wembley either. Miles Lewis Skelly, the debutant, has put England in control at the break. Dan Byrne has also come close on his debut too. At half time, it is England 1, Albania 0.
Chase sponsors ITV coverage of England men's football.
Okay, so half time. Lewis Skelly on his debut puts England ahead. Dan Byrne did come close on his debut as well. But at the half-time we lead 1-0. And is this good? Is this bad? Who knows? But it's quite good. Thomas Tuchel's leading in the first 45 minutes of his England debut. It's been really good. So far we've had a couple of attacks, but Albania do look threats on the attack as well, because obviously they're amazing and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know whether to leave you or whether to carry on. What do you want me to do?
What was I going to do? Oh, I can't remember it now. Oh yeah, Pickford or Pope in goal for England, that was it.
Pickford or Pope? Pope, easy win. Yes. Well, I don't know why we're watching him when we've got our own live stream, but oh god, I've frozen again. I hate this thing. But yeah, so Lewis Skelly, I mean, he's been brilliant at Arsenal, and now he's made his debut at England, and in the first 20 minutes of his debut he scores. I mean, what a beautiful goal that was. Any opinions in the chat? Anyone got any opinions? What we could do better? Well, we need to get on that attack more, and when they counter attack, when we shoot or something or whatever and they go run back to our goal with the ball, we need to be there. There needs to be maybe 1 or 2 people back there when we take corners and stuff, in case they get the ball and then they send it forward and start legging it and we're not ready, and Pickford can't save it all on his own. So we need to we need to be there for Pickford and help Pickford on the corners when they get the ball and run down the pitch, if it happens. But mainly we just need to attack a bit faster as well. Stop playing this game of keeping the ball and lobbing it back to the keeper and then running all the way up the pitch and then making the keeper send it forwards. I mean, Mark Goldbridge says that. I totally agree. It's right what we're seeing with Man City, and they keep doing it, Man City, and no wonder they keep losing, because if someone that's not them wins it, then they have to all scramble back and help the goalie out, which doesn't work because, their team's not strong enough. But Thomas Tuchel's made a good first 45 minutes. I'm quite proud of him. And so I want some opinions. If you've got any opinions, please let me know in the chat. "45 minutes, I'm quite proud of him." And so I want some opinions. If you've got any opinions, please let me know in the chat. Okay. Any opinions, put them in the chat. I'll read in chat. All I've got now is I was being an idiot, trolling on Sin servers, but I can still play via a new account. I'm going to get a new video out on Sunday, testing 0.5 Zoom, just a video test, etc. 10 minutes. That's all I've got in the chat. They were just analysing his goal there. How Bellingham created space, laid it off to Lewis Skelly, who was waiting to keep himself offside. onside, sorry, and they went through and they tapped it in. I mean, beautiful goal really, isn't it? So yeah, half time. We got started at what, 10-2, because we had that minute silence for that guy. So half an hour from 10-2 would be half an hour from 10-2 will be 20 past, 45 minutes, so 35 minutes too. So we expect to be kicked off back at maybe 1:45, 10-2 if we're lucky. Yeah, so we've still got 10 minutes to entertain you guys. Oh, here we go. Harry Kane. Beautiful ball. Rashford couldn't control it though, could he? You see Harry Kane's movements. He's been quite good, and people have been taking Harry Kane for granted recently. They say he gets our goals, and that's pretty much all he does. But no, he does help us a lot more than getting goals. You can see all these things that he's doing, getting these balls, crossing them in, and being there ready for the rebound in case it doesn't go in. I mean, yeah. Oh, my neck. Go lie down for a minute. Now, I'm just going to be on my bed over here, guys. Oh, got any water left? I just need to buy some shorts for when we do youth club football. When the daylight gets better, I need some football. Well, I've got my Astros, I've got a football top, I've got my England top. It still fits. I had a Man City shirt for this year, but I really can't find it anywhere. I've looked everywhere and it's nowhere. I mean, it's ridiculous. I haven't checked that wardrobe thoroughly though, or it could be on top of my wardrobe, could be in my wardrobe, could be in those bottom drawers, because that bottom drawer of my wardrobe I've never seen. That's where those shoes I got bought once. Someone bought them for me. God, they were horrible shoes. Didn't like them, I didn't like the grey look at all, so yeah. We'll go have a look in a minute. Because I need some shorts. I can't find my Man... oh, sorry. I can't find my Man City shorts or my Man City top from this season, and they actually fit. The other shirts. I've got England shorts, they may fit. Yeah, they could fit, we could wear them. Got my referee top, anyway. And my referee shorts, they could fit as well. Oh, some white socks, I forgot I wear white socks sometimes. Yeah, but Man City's not in there, because Man City's shorts are white. And Man City's top blue. All that's in here is my Bishop Stopford jumper Ugh. Yeah, these shoes that I used to wear to college, no, to Bishop, to school every single day. They're still in there. It's gonna be my favourite shoes because they look like trainers. See, all I've found at the moment is this top, my last season's top. That seems to have outgrown me. Outgrown it because POV. Oh! Man City shorts. They're here! Could wear them in youth club, couldn't I? Number 9. What's on that side? Ah, yeah, the logo. So, logically, a Man City top's in here, surely. And my Man City socks are in here as well. And my Man City top, there. Oh, that's why, because I have my underlayer on it all the time. So when we do youth club football, I have my red underlayer with a blue shirt. That's gonna look hell strange. But my red underlayer, my blue Man City top. I forgot who I got on the background. Who have I got? Oh, myself. Well, I wear them and them. Well, let's go to youth club. Probably won't wear Man City socks though. But there we go. These are my football style socks, which I've seen footballers do. They use Man City players. They wear white Nike socks on the or probably Puma because you know that's their kit sponsor. They do this, and then they cut their socks. And then they put their socks on and then put that layer on and then they're fine.
Here this evening, having received his England legacy cap and watching Thomas Tuchel's first game in charge, where England lead by a 1-0 at half-time. Teams aren't out for the second half yet, so that would be your message. I mean, this comes from within the team as much as the manager. Play quicker, take some risks.
Yeah, you'd hope so. We've got a lot of senior players on the pitch here, so I think it's up to them sometimes. But to get for the manager.
Yes, but we're mainly about to be back. So I finally found my City shirt. Finally, I thought I lost that.
Don't waste tonight. Try and get some more goals.
Well, I've got it, so when we do youth club football, but Finn will be gone by then, won't he?
As they call it now, and a defence which is well massed. You have to try and you're going to lose it, but you have to try and make those passes to unlock the defence.
But he said he's going to be here, but then he said that last time. He said he was leaving, and then he did the opposite in stage again.
Or Carl Walker's going to go out the ice outside. Just make it busier for when the ball does come into that area. If Jude gets on it, or
and they're only England subs.
Dan Burn tried to pass it through the lines. Make more movement, so you move the
chess pieces about.
Move them out, and then one touch is bam before you.
And don't let the game go flat. You know, even if you get the second goal, do things quickly, throw-ins, free kicks. Don't let it just simmer out. Just keep the momentum up. Now, Albania will certainly struggle if they keep that. The word they've been using before the game was that intensity.
Sometimes you can keep the momentum going by changes off the bench. When you look at players like Eze, Morgan Rogers, who's had a really good season. He's got plenty. If he needs to change the momentum, or needs to change the tempo, or even the feel of the game, that's what he's got.
Yeah, of course. But you hope it doesn't get to that. But he's certainly a very good option off the bench. He plays with a lot of pace. He lots of call Albania, lots of trouble. Good options, definitely.
Yeah, I'd say. I'm sure that some said, we might see a movement there. Just, because like I say, we just need to see a little bit more from Foden and Rashford.
So that's good. I've got 2 complete kits now. I've got my England full kit and my Man City full kit.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yes, it's a bit of a crash course in international.
But I could wear my England kit for youth club, wear my red underlayer shirt with this burgundy kit, and then wear my shorts. Be good though. We never know because the clock's go forward. Forward? Yeah, spring forward next week. A week on Sunday. So Sunday the 30th at 2 o'clock? No. Yeah, either 1 or 2 they spring forward to 2 or 3. So yeah, that's when that Tuesday, so that'll be Tuesday the 1st of April. That will be football probably in the park. Finally for youth club, but it'll probably be pizza because it's the last week before term. Here we go.
Dursley has some information to impart. What do you want to see in the second half? Goals.
4, 5,
I think the boys are right.
6,
But you
7.
just use this impetus and that first half sort of set-up play, with creating a few more chances and getting goals on the
Glorious God save!
If there's any real danger at the moment, Albania getting back in it, 25% possession, not created an awful lot at all.
25% possession, wow. I'm so happy I found my kit and 1 sock. I mean, I'm not getting far with 1 sock, am I? But you know.
The type of England team he was going to produce, he wanted it to replicate the Premier League, and the Premier League style of football was more entertainment, more intent. England did score 39 goals in their last World Cup qualifying campaign, which was double the amount that they managed en route to Russia. In Euro 2024 qualification, they were in a much tougher group than this. Italy were beaten home and away, and they racked up 6 wins out of 8, scored 22 goals and only conceded 4. So in qualification, they tend to put numbers on the board.
Might well do in the second half, and we hope so. There's no doubt that the game normally opens up a little bit in that second half. But you've got to come out and try and get something.
Interesting to see whether or not he decides to change the match from the bench. He's got an issue for Nato Azuni here as Kalani with Dan Burn.
His foot, as well as his head, goes up a lot higher than everybody else's. Catches him right on the jaw. Might have come a bit keen, that one.
Ouch.
That's a dangerous free kick for England, though.
Still treatment being administered to Azuni by his colleague Aslani, who's going to actually need some help from the medical team.
Safe to say that's the last thing you think's coming at you. A size 12 boot when you've not even dipped your head.
Albania were beaten 5-0 on their last visit to England. Harry Kane got a hat-trick that night. First meeting 1989, England winning in Tirana, and then 5-0 in a game here which saw Paul Gascoigne's first international goal. Dan Burn glancing the header away.
Well, no doubt, if I play football in a youth club, they'll stick me in goal. They always flipping do.
Steer it centrally against Kane, and was headed away by Burn. Back into the centre, and Burn is required once more.
But definitely they'll put me in goal. I'll just say no. No.
Rashford, bit of poise, trying to send Foden clear.
Oh, Foden!
Tackle from Ali. Didn't hold him up for long.
Bro, Foden, you had actually so much space before Albania got back, and you decided to do left, right, and trick them and go all funny. You could have just played it through. And then you would have scored, probably. I don't know why I did that, but... That building over there, youth club.
Aslani he just slipped. It wasn't a foul. Just standing foot goes and then some sort of contact on the see it.
That's going to be a drop ball then. I ain't got a ball though, so I don't know if Finn's got a ball.
With Harry Kane for Christian Aslani. He'll be playing in the Champions League quarter-final against Bayern Munich in a couple of weeks' time. chance for England to put pressure on. Foden getting away from the initial challenge from Ali, but he just didn't quite get into his stride.
No, he's not really been in his stride yet, has he? We haven't seen the best of Phil Foden in this game.
But the leader of youth club said we're going to start going outside when it gets light.
Left back beyond him, behind him.
In the evening. So let's say it's light on Tuesday at 7 when we start. Then we could go out, couldn't we? Surely.
The majority of time on this near side.
He certainly prefers to be a little bit more involved.
I just wish we could go outside because we're missing out on so much football and Finn hasn't got much longer left here, so I can't explain the situation, I'm so sorry, but we haven't got long left, so we're going to play as much as we can. Maybe me and Finn come out and Shelby and T, well, yeah, people from our village are at the park at the same time, and then we can have a match.
Winning a free kick for England.
Here Skelly's collided. Here Skelly's goal is the difference in the 50th minute.
I wonder who's going to be the target here. Crowd inside Wembley tonight, 82,000 confirmed as the attendance this evening.
About 30,000 Albanians below us.
The official allocation is 5,000. Aimed in towards Ezri Konsa this time. Just a break for Bajrami. That's got the Albanians on their feet. Lachi. Zuni making a run.
God, this stadium was packed during the Sidemen charity match. And even when KSI performed thick of it and fell over, I'm in the thick of it. Everybody knows. They know me where it's small as it is and it froze. I don't know no name, but I'm just cold. 40 second, maybe second, so I've been told.
Came short, spun in the hole. Stand in front of him.
It's just well played because I haven't played football in so long. I've tried the other day, I was out there with fit, I was in my night shoes, not my football boots. But I tried curling the ball into that top corner, or just shooting anyway. Didn't score one, so it shows that I need to get back at it. If I'm going to play in youth club next in a couple of weeks. I need some practice, or I just need to do it. People that play, so like people in this village, they'll play football on that week when we can.
That terrific block to deny Harry Kane yet another goal against Albania.
They can.
That
they won't practice. They'll just show up and try beat us.
It's a 90th minute consolation goal in a 3-1 defeat in Tirana in March 2001. They've never scored in England, Albania.
We go to.
Sorry, yeah.
When is it?
Imagine if I scored the winner that day.
Was it?
So
I said to you it was November, and you're worried about it being cold, aren't you?
I wasn't worried. I was just pointing it out that it might be a bit cold.
And by then, England will have hoped to have already done the job and qualified. It is the last game in their group away from home.
Whether they qualified or not won't make us any warmer.
Serbia at home just before that. Serbia may be the toughest opponent in the group. Certainly England had their troubles with them in the European Championship. We are in a group with Latvia, who play on Monday, Serbia, as we mentioned, obviously Albania, and Andorra, who they will visit in the summer and then invite to England, or yet the destination of that game is yet to be confirmed in September. Only the top team is guaranteed a place at the World Cup finals in Mexico, the United States of America and Canada in 2026.
So only the top team is guaranteed a place in the World Cup. Don't know why I say World Cup finals, because if you win the group and then you get knocked out, you're not guaranteed a place in the World Cup final, are you? So
giving away a free kick in the process of doing so. He's not too happy about it.
yeah, I'm sure he meant.
England old boys watching on from on high. The great Teddy Sheringham and the wonderful Dion Dublin.
I'm pretty sure he meant the first place in the group will guarantee a top place, so well a place in the World Cup next season. So we need to win this group.
Another one I sat at home and watched it on the telly.
Win every game we play. Because Serbia's our toughest group, so apparently we're in a group of England, Albania, Serbia, Latvia, and Andorra.
Another play on the near side. But just seen Anthony Gordon warm up on the far side. He might be the first change that Thomas Tuchel makes. Rashford trying to make an impact here. By Ramadani, he might have been caught by Rashford.
It might be freshening up a little bit soon because they haven't really got Bellingham in the game like they did in that first half. Nice little pockets. This is the Rashford tackle, just gets there first. Ramadani.
Tickle on the shins of Ramadani. Said there was 5,000 Albanian fans here. Does feel like there's a lot more. They've certainly made quite a lot of noise. Didn't grow up watching the FA Cup final, the Premier League, like a lot of European countries. They spent a lot of time under the dictatorship of Enver Hoxha for many years, who restricted their TV viewing. In the 80s and 90s, some of them could get Italian TV, so they would sneakily retune their sets so they could watch Serie A. So why the league is still well supported throughout Albania, even now.
Anthony Gordon, that'll be a good change.
Getting a little bit frustrated, he came really short for a brilliant little to-feet pass and he didn't get it. Just threw his arms up, he was in the space. Just getting a little bit frustrated, his body language.
Yeah, that really kicked into gear in the second half. Trying to push the ball forward. Lee Carsley tried to make them a little bit more front-footed. Largely achieved that actually, but the opposition in the Nations League was modest. They did have the one hiccup here against Greece. That is the sort of problem for successive England managers really. It's hard to sort of satisfy everybody who want to see a vibrant England team. But when most of their fixtures are against sides that don't really match up to their level, it does mean it's to break down. Here's Rashford trying to do just that. Trying to get beyond Ayeti. Bellingham has to force the issue after Rashford lost it. Here's Harry Kane.
Oh, Kane. Oh my.
Too far away from eventually managing to break down Albania once again.
Yeah, it's a really, really good break. And Rashford just thinks he's got the 1v1 against Ayeti. Just pokes his leg out last minute to stop him cutting on that right foot, and Harry Kane does brilliantly well to get in front of Ali. Fullback maybe just doing enough to stop Kane having a free header.
Thomas Tuchel and Anthony Barry impressed by that move. There was a little bit of frustration when it looked to have broken down with Marcus Rashford, and then Bellingham took over again and forced the issue for England.
Well, there's not been enough of that, certainly in the second half. That trying to take players on. passing the ball, as the boys said at half time, quicker. You can always do pass the ball quicker all the time.
Oh God.
Leading the rear Albanian charge. He's given that away cheaply, and England can now break in transition with Marcus Rashford. Infielder Harry Kane. Wide to Jones, back into the centre, well defended by Ali.
Jones just trying to pick Phil Foden up out in the middle of the park, middle of the goal. And pretty much a tap in. Burn. Rashford.
Double number Anthony Gordon warming up, mate. There's 4 of them down there.
Take advantage when you do turn it over quickly to get the ball forward at pace. Unsettle that Albanian
I want to
backline.
see Anthony Gordon or some other players. Like, is Bowen selected? I can't remember.
Kane's found Curtis Jones. Now Bellingham. And everybody behind the ball in Albanian black. Nice, Bellingham. Now Colton. Skelly doing well to try and break the lines coming up that left flank. Kane has found Jones in towards Foden.
Oh, nice side.
He's back there.
Jones is just starting to threaten that back line.
Yeah, but ideally I need an undershirt that matches the City kit. Like, I can't really wear red because that looks bloody hilarious.
Three international starts in a row now for.
And now
Curtis
saying
Jones
I
at
need to
Liverpool.
buy some football shorts. It's rubbish. Now I don't need to anymore. Oh, it's gone to 1 hour.
Our first change is going to be an Albanian one. Recognisable figure from the Premier League, Armando Broja, as they call him in Albania. I did actually ask him once whether we should say his name as Broja or Broja. So he didn't really care. Told me to say Broja, and then 2 minutes later recorded a video for the Chelsea website as Armando Broja.
Just worrying your money.
We'll go with Broja. Jones. Into Rashford. Bellingham thought that he overplayed that, but Rashford did well to keep hold of it. Now he's testing value. It's an England throw.
Well, it's direct. That's what him at his best, Rashford at his best. Doesn't always have to beat the defender, just giving him a problem, asking him questions.
We haven't seen much of Nedim Bazrami tonight, the Rangers player who wasn't involved in that dramatic win at Celtic at the weekend. Well, not on the pitch anyway. But he is coming off after 63 minutes to be replaced by an Albanian superstar, Armando Broja.
Broja!
Hasn't played too much football for Everton just yet. From Chelsea. Just 11 minutes since January the 9th. He picked up an ankle injury against Peterborough. And he's on the pitch to try and cause England problems now.
There we go. Sub 80.
It's a handful. The trouble is, you've got to get the ball, the Albanians.
It means that Murto Azuni has just peeled out to this left-hand side. Roy has gone through the middle. Skelly, the goal scorer.
As in control as they are, England, with possession, etc.
Tuchel don't want it to go too long before they get another one. The lead is slender. The lead was established a long time ago now. It's the Albanian supporters that feel more engaged. Talked a lot about excitement and entertainment. England need to try and find a way to inject a little bit of that. Not easy against a team that want to sit behind the ball. We mentioned that Silvinho's very rarely seen his team well beaten. Lewis Skelly trying to change that, feeding the ball into Bellingham. Gets it caught under his feet, but did well to get it back to Lewis Skelly. And yet he strides out, and Albania survive again. To the box, and it was good defending by Ezri Konda to allow Jordan Pickford to come and play, but just showed a little flash of what he's capable and of what Albania can do.
Well, he did really well in the end. That burn because he got beat.
Yeah.
Oh, he got goal side of him, but just did enough.
Making your debut at 32, so you do still have that bit of experience. Looks like Anthony Gordon and Jared Bowen will be the first changes for Thomas Tuchel.
Anthony Gordon and Bowen.
Over his options with Anthony Barry on the touchline opposite us. To make changes. He is a bold coach. He's quite happy to try and make an impact from the bench. Jones. Rashford. Snatching ball which has come out by Yeti. Roya. Let himself there, Jude Bellingham. There is the two England players that are going to make their changes. Latvia have just taken the lead in their game tonight against Andorra. From home in the Principality. With the opponents bringing them on Monday night rather than ITV. Anthony Gordon and Jared Bowen stripped and ready for action.
Probably think it would be for Rashford and Bowen, wouldn't you?
The conventional wisdom. Bellingham's onside here, is he? No, the offside flag eventually goes up. Now we have the changes and get confirmation as to indeed those two are going to replace.
Sub 68.
Gordon, who must have been sick to miss the Carabao Cup final the other night because of suspension. A suspension that he picked up live on ITV when we brought you the Brighton win over Newcastle United in the FA Cup. Boyle's done well to big burn again. Mazzuni at the far post. The ball's just a little bit too short. Sani was the one closest to it.
A bad ball from Broy then, and England are in trouble. Walker had 2v1. Great turn, middle of the pitch. Dan Burn getting really tight to Broy, wanting to wrestle with him, and he just rolled him on the turn.
It's the kind of forward play that the Everton fans will be looking forward to seeing more often in the closing stages of the season.
He's not a player I'd be getting tight to. He's not one that's going to run away from you in a straight line. Just keep your arms.
So we think it's going to be Rashi and Foden that come off.
And you've just got to be a little bit careful for here. 20 minutes to go. Leading by just a goal to nil. And about to bring on attacking replacements. Still Rashford goes on. Lewis Skelly staying a bit further wide. Jones. Lewis Skelly again into Kane. Lewis Skelly actually made the run, hoping for the back heel from Kane. Didn't come off, and Rice has sent it wide to Foden. Foden travelling. Now Lewis Skelly lifting it towards Bellingham. Strakosha comes out. Fumbles with it, but does enough to get it away from the Real Madrid man. Wasn't convincing goalkeeping, was it? Rice. Now Jones from distance. Not by Jim City. Well, one back by Rice. Jones again. Space out wide for Bellingham. Third change now. They've taken so long to get two done. They're going to make a triple substitution.
Well, triple sub. Will it be Kane? Probably not.
Jones. This is Rice. Now Rashford. Jones.
I just saw the third person walk down. Yeah, there's three there now.
Striding forward, feeding to Kane. I think he's done really well again. Those forages by Armando Broja is just giving encouragement to the rest of the team.
You can see that he would be, if he was fit at game time, he'd be playing, because he's made a difference already since he's been on. Just the hold up play, the threat behind.
He's got there ahead of Byrne, and this is Asani. Konsa comes to the rescue, but it's another warning for England.
Well, he's done that as well. He's won headers. It's a great jump. And Asani just taking a gamble when he got there, but it's brilliant defensive cover from Konsa. That's his job. Centre half misses a header.
What is going on? Why have three changes?
England penalty box. England attacking at the other end. A chance to try and move it forward. Not doing so with any real pace.
I need to get it out the pitch, really.
Foden. Rice. Byrne. Where's Skelly in acres of space here? It's a good run by Rice into the box. Tees it back up for Bellingham. Blocked by Jim Sheeting. Jones forward, looking for Kane. Goalkeeper's come out. A swipe at it. He's not totally certain that that's gone behind yet. There's going to be a corner. There's two of them, is that now?
He's out the triple sub.
Quite sure what he was doing there. Got nowhere near it. Harry Kane just getting there before him.
It's one of those punches that, if he doesn't get right, he could have ended up giving away a penalty.
Yeah, he wasn't far off giving a penalty away.
Three changes for England. Bowen, Rogers, Gordon finally on, and Foden, Curtis Jones and Rashford are off.
Rashford out.
How will those two wide players feel about their impact tonight?
I think Rashford's been in and out. I think there's been good moments. He's been a threat. Likes have seen him take his full back on a little bit more. Not Phil Foden's position all game, that. Full back stayed with him pretty tight. He likes to come inside and plays those little 1-2s. There's so many bodies surrounding him. No space to play that sort of football. And he's not a player that takes his full back on dribbling wise. So he's had a difficult evening, I think.
Foden out, Bowen in.
But as far as Jones is concerned, I think he's neat and tidy. I do like him as a player. He's got the option of making those runs from midfield into the box as well. So
20.
he'll only get better in England.
And Jones.
He's been impressive so far.
Yeah, that's a good lead against the man who's not lost a header all night, Dan Burn. But that bit of sweeping up at the back, timed to perfection, because if he doesn't get in there, shot away, could have been 1-1. He's not had an awful lot to do defensively. When
16 is Rodgers.
In the right position.
A disruption here as Tuchel continues to get treatment for an injury.
Purse.
There's already waiting on the bench, including Elhan Castrati of Cittadella, Serie B, and Alan Sherry of Cagliari.
Anthony Gordon, number 18.
All the changes on the far side for Albania. We're going to see Arba Hoxha of Dinamo Zagreb.
Sub.
There's always likely to be a change at Slovenia.
74. And who came off? Curtis Jones for... Who was it?
First of all, the defence of a corner kick. Burn lurking again. A little bit deeper towards Bellingham. There's Skelly trying to keep it moving for England.
There we go. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of subs.
Bellingham, good take. Zuni produces a cross into a dangerous area.
Jesus.
And it's Ayeti who gets there first.
It's a great ball. Just put it into the area, expecting somebody to be at that near post. Maybe there should have been.
Dan Burn was one of those who was inside the penalty area, stayed up from the corner kick. It's Anthony Gordon looking to make an impact. A really good season with Newcastle United. Now Bowen.
Oh!
Seizing the ball towards Kane, who's brought it down, gets his shot away.
Kane!
Well, the era's come and go, the personnel evolves, but Harry Kane is England's goal-scoring king, and that never gets old. Goal number 70 in an England shirt. He's definitely not getting bored scoring those.
Well, our centre forward in the studio is going to love this. Look at him pulling and fighting far post. Watch this for a touch. Thank you very much. Gets a little bit, look, in the second touch, just bouncing off his knee, but the first bit, just creating his own space, and then that is absolutely world class. Watch it, he's waiting for the defender to come across. Look at him, wait, bend it round him. 2-0. Fantastic bit of Harry Kane brilliance. If he hits that early, the defender sticks his leg out, blocks that, but he just waits. Fantastic goal from Harry Kane.
Kane!
First goal under Thomas Tuchel in England shirt. He got 44 last year in a Bayern Munich shirt underneath the tutelage of Thomas Tuchel. Albania have made a couple of changes. Lachi and Asani have gone off.
Hold on, guys. Sorry if I do freeze again.
Arba Hoxha have come on.
Sorry if I do freeze again. I just need to get these subs.
He takes the wind out of the
Hoxha. Hoxha for Asani. Hoxha for Asani. How do you spell it? Hoxha. Oh my god. Hoxha.
The opportunity to say about the upcoming football that we've got for you on ITV, and we start Monday night with the World Cup qualifier against
yes, we know.
Leading tonight in Andorra.
21.
ITV1 and STV from 7 PM.
Sub.
Big weekend of FA Cup football, lots to get through. Fulham against Crystal Palace, 11:30 we start, ITV1 and STV, and then Sunday
Sub.
it's Bournemouth against Manchester City. FA Cup quarter-final action starts at 3:45 on ITV1 and STV. And we did just see a shot of Jordan Henderson. I'm sure we'll see him soon.
Lucky comes off
2 England goals.
to be replaced by a Jazz.
3 players.
Jazz.
Inside. He knows where it's going. The finish is
ET.
brilliant. Not quite as good as this
Sub.
finish.
78.
Just love the way he waits, settles himself.
There we go. Sorry if we're frozen. We'll be back.
Defender tries to block it on the other side.
Boom, that's fixed.
There's the first man to catch him in his arms as he celebrates, Jordan Henderson, who is just about to come on for England. His 82nd cap. He hasn't played for England since November 2023. He's going to be the first Ajax player to represent England. He hasn't started too often for Ajax recently because of injury and suspension, but he returned on Sunday. He's been excellent in the big games for Ajax and had a big impact off the pitch. Locals saying he's really helped Ajax get their discipline back. I mean, he's got to come off, hasn't he, Thomas Strakosha? Why is it taking so long to make this decision?
Stretch has been on, Stretch has gone off, and he's still on the pitch. Keeper's not ready.
Let's just tie up his laces, I think.
Well, he's been down a couple of times. You'd think he'd be ready, wouldn't you, just in case he goes down for a 3rd time, which he has.
I don't think he was thinking too much about the possibility of coming on, Elhan Castrati. It will be only his 3rd cap when eventually he is ready to join the fray. On he comes to replace Strakosha. And his night's come to a premature end. Change, and Declan Rice is going to be replaced by Jordan Henderson. Thomas Tuchel saying it wasn't his idea from the off to bring Jordan Henderson back. He gets a big cheer from the England crowd.
Henderson.
Talking to people in the FA, talking to the players, the staff, his name constantly came up. Then he said he called Henderson, had a long conversation with him, and he was, in his words after that, pretty convinced I needed this guy in my camp.
I've watched Jordan Henderson a lot over the years, playing for Liverpool, England, what have you, and we rarely see him have a bad game, I have to say.
Cass.
He is that, epitomises that attitude, that drive, that
Cass.
Strati. Like that in training.
Sub. 80. 82.
Premier League winning captain.
12.
Owen into the box. Dangerous ball, which was dealt with by
Sub. 82. Sorry about all this editing, guys. Do apologise. There it is. That's back.
There's an energy there. They lose the ball and
There we go.
the guy on the ball, force that pass out play.
Attendance tonight for the first game at Wembley for Thomas Tuchel. There's a few that have decided to try and beat the traffic and the queue for the Jubilee line. Actually, most of them have stayed till pretty late to watch England score their 2nd goal, and everybody believes is their clinching goal tonight. Morgan Rogers has had a good season with Aston Villa.
Hold on, I haven't got the chat back. Do that. Get clock back. There we go. I can read the chat finally. It's now about just keeping the ball, really.
To be involved. This is Conte. Idea from Miles Lewis-Skelly was right, just trying to wrap that into Anthony Gordon, and Gordon appreciating the ambition of the young teenager. Miles Lewis-Skelly is the perfect example of one of those players that's come through the England pathway. May not have spent as much time in the under-21 as many people might have expected, but he has got a lot of age group caps for the 16s, the 18s, 19s. Now, very much looked at home tonight.
He's not shown any nerves at all, has he? As Thomas Tuchel and everybody else thought. Certainly the people that know him at Arsenal. No qualms about sticking into a game like this.
I can do that too.
Excellent games, been asked to do an awful lot defensively. Dan Burn, his fair share of headers and challenges. He's got involved in all sorts of business.
Madani, Ageti. Well, at times, Albania keeping England at bay. A couple of really good blocks at vital times to keep the score down. And England have found a way through.
Alright, there will be some added time this time.
Wrestling over on that far side with Ziti.
There's a lot of work to be done. It's not been the perfect performance by any means, but these games, first and foremost, you get 3 points. Hopefully, you get a performance too. And Thomas Tuchel will be more than happy with lots of the performances, just the collective, the speed of play, the moving of the ball.
The quick sort of kick into gear, doesn't it? Because as he was saying already, there's not too many training sessions, even if you think about the World Cup coming around quickly. England's playing a risky game there, but looking quite comfortable in doing so, coming out from the back, and I think he wants them to be able to do that too, as well as go long and get the ball up the pitch into opposition territory quickly.
Well, it's not happened very often where the Albanians have had any decent possession of the ball, because lack of quality from them, but also the snap around the ball when they've lost it, England has been good. So they have won it back pretty quickly. Against the better teams, that's not always possible.
They're not really going to bump into many better teams over the course of the next few months. Senegal are the highest ranked opposition they're going to come up against in a friendly at Nottingham Forest in June. Wales later on in the autumn time in a friendly, but I doubt they'll probably come across a team that are ranked any higher than Senegal until they get to the World Cup. Unless they organise some glamour friendlies next March. This is Bellingham.
Yeah, Foden's gone.
Means that Thomas Tuchel's got time to bed in ideas and see a lot of players between now and departure. Should England qualify?
There's 2 players. Get ready. We've made 1, 2, 3, 4 subs. Thought you could only make 5.
Thomas Tuchel does have a bit of an aura about him, a confidence in his own skin. He's projected that onto the players. He's comfortable under questioning. He's very clear with his responses. believes in his methods. The player's telling us he's got serious ideas and is serious about achieving them.
Well, we want to make a sub, I think.
Has given away a free kick. The referee took his time over giving it. It is going to mean a change for England, the final one, an opportunity for them to take off their goal scorer, the opening goal of the Thomas Tuchel era, Miles Lewis Skelly.
Big clap for Lewis Skelly, scored on his debut. First goal under Tuchel.
Off with a goal. Came at a very important time as well. Against difficult, tight opposition, he made that run from deep, from wide.
Lewis Skelly out.
He's had a great debut. Gordon. Try and send that centrally for Kane, away by Jim Seating. 5 minutes of added time.
5 minutes have been added on.
Many believed that England would win and win both matches in this window. And that most of the lessons that Thomas Tuchel would take.
By the way, the game's not over, so you don't need to say GG yet.
But what are the key takeaways going to be, do you think? Well, I think playing going to play against opposition like that in this group, there's no doubt about it. But they've been patient at times. Yes, move the ball a little bit quicker at times. But it's not been an easy game. But they've showed, I think, in parts, some of what Thomas Tuchel, that man's all about the press, about the intensity. It's been okay. Thomas Tuchel about to get off to a winning start. He won't get carried away. He's a man who can filter the noise and focus on the job. He loves the raw passion.
I know you can't really see me, but you know.
Enjoyed being part of this tonight. He's done all of his research, spoke to teams that had won tournaments, players that had gone out early, players that had gone the distance. He looked at the data from teams that had won tournaments and compared it with England's efforts recently.
Yeah, so youth club football is going to be so good. I need to buy a blue undershirt actually. Instead of my shorts, I'll buy a blue undershirt. Yeah, Man City sell blue undershirts.
Through the Bellingham, offside flag is up.
Offside! Offside!
Start of another World Cup campaign. Another period of hope that England could end the long wait since he scored a hat-trick in the final that won them their one and only star on the shirt.
I mean, in Euros we let it slip away to Italy last time, didn't we?
Just hobbling around a little bit. He will have more time to recover than most because he's not to miss the next Newcastle game because of suspension. He still hasn't completed that suspension yet. We hope to heal his ailments to play a big part against Latvia in a few days' time.
I reckon they're going to ride the whistle not exactly when it hits on minute 35. They'll either blow it after or they'll probably blow it before.
There was a bit of laziness about the Albanian defence there, and that allowed Bellingham to stay onside. Bowen is at the far post here.
So, and it's been played.
Certainly Tuchel will have a list of things he wants to improve until they come back here on Monday.
40 seconds.
It's going to be job done. Rodgers. One last spark maybe for England. Reece James. Gordon's gone down. He doesn't look at all comfortable, does he?
That's not good. He knows it's right at the end of the game. It's something to do with his hip.
There is the ball down whistle. First step towards the second start goes smoothly. Thomas Tuchel has not been shy with his ambition. There is
Miles, Lewis, Skelly and Harry Kane with the goal sets England on their way for their first win under Thomas Tuchel.
Over Albania. Harry Kane on the score sheet once more, as was David Miles.
Oh, what a game that was. Lewis Skelly getting his goal. What a game. And that's it for today's stream. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And my next England stream will actually be on the Bus channel. Where are we? Here we are. Will actually be on the Football channel. Our next game will be on the Football channel. Because obviously I can't keep doing football on my Bus channel because that's not Bus related. But I will be back with a Bus live stream eventually. Maybe Croydon, maybe just chatting about buses, maybe going on a bus and being live on a bus. I don't know, filming a single decker or a double decker, who knows? Or maybe do a live bus spotting video at Northgate, who knows, who cares? Well, I care obviously. But yeah, I'll see you in the next live stream. Also subscribe to the Football Room. I'll put a link in chat right now quickly. Hold on. What did it use to think? I'll see me. I can't find my own channel anymore. There it is. Make sure you guys subscribe to this. Alright? That's where the next England live stream will be on. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next stream. Bye.